This week on BTV News, we will recap a prestigious academic assembly, check in on the exciting construction feature, and look back at how our spring sports team did this week. Hello, Boone High, and welcome to this week's news show. I am your host, Janae Hoffman. This week, there was a lot of memorable events that took place. Our first event was honoring the students that made it to the Scholastic Honor Society. Haley Osborne has the story.
Scholastic Honor Society held its annual induction ceremony in the high school auditorium on Wednesday, April 15th. The award was given to juniors and seniors who have maintained a 3.2 grade point average over the course of 5 to 7 semesters. Sophomores were recognized if they had maintained a 3.2 or above over 3 semesters at the high school.
The Scholastic Honor Society is just a really great thing to recognize students who have had above average academic careers throughout high school.
Principal Mr. Byam spoke at the assembly about how important it is for students to continue to push themselves to be academically successful. To wrap up the assembly, the swing choir performed a selection from their upcoming show. This has been Haley Osborne from Boone TV. Now back to the studio.
Next year, BHS is looking to add some new, exciting features for the high school. Jordan Gustafson has all the details.
Construction of the new addition of the school is getting closer and closer to being finished. With the new school will come many different things, including a coffee shop.
When we started designing the high school, we felt that we wanted an environment that kids would be attracted to and want to spend time in. And we knew that the traditional cafe or commons area that we have in our school is not as exciting and intriguing as it might be if we did some things differently. So one of the things we felt we would do is put in a coffee shop. And that coffee shop is designed to attract kids and create an environment that they'd want to be in.
A lounge area will be included in the shop where kids can practice music or speeches. In addition to this lounge, students will be able to help name the new coffee shop.
One of the things we want to do at the coffee shop is make it feel like it's part of not only the school but something that the kids have ownership in. And so sometime in the next few weeks we're going to put out a form that kids can select a name for the coffee shop or make a nomination for a name. We'll have the menu on there, we'll have a visual of what the coffee shop's going to look like, and then they'll be able to submit a name for us to consider.
This has been Jordan Gustafson with Boone TV, signing off.
Many students from BHS will be showing their artwork at the annual Raccoon River Conference Art Festival, Wednesday, April 22nd in Perry. A total of 100 pieces of art will be going to the show from Boone. Art teacher Mrs. Howe is working with students to get their work ready to show.
We are matting and organizing artwork so it's ready for display purposes. We will try to get all that finished up so we're ready to put it in portfolios, and in Mrs. Pomering's case with the 3D stuff, put it in boxes and get it safely to the conference art show.
Boone has done well in the past few years, bringing home several honorable mentions and a few second-place awards in 2014, as well as one piece receiving Best in Show a few years ago. Senior Bailey Weavers has been preparing her work for about a year to take to the show and looks forward to the feedback.
I'm looking forward to the feedback that we're going to get from all the judges and everything. I'm really excited about that. And just to see how well all the pieces do from Boone.
During the day, the students will be given a chance to tour some historic places in Perry and then will head back to see how their work scored. Good luck to all the students entering the show.
The boys track team had another strong outing this past Monday night. Justin Elsner has the story.
This past Monday, the boys track team headed to North Rock to face some hefty competition. After past success in the high jump, senior Ashton Clemens took third place by jumping 5 feet 10 inches. The 4x200 team added to Boone's success by finishing the day with a second place finish. Eli Hicks was outed again by taking home a first place victory in the 200-meter dash.
From Boone TV Sports, I'm Justin Elsner.
The girls and boys tennis teams took to the courts this past week. Claire Anderson and Bailey Turner have the recaps.
This past Monday, the girls' tennis team competed against the Pella Dutch. The meet kicked off with the singles matches, in which Boone won 5 out of 6. Carly Romig and Sarah Stotts won both their singles and doubles matches of the night, as well as Brianna Sternberg.
I think our team did really well, especially with the team that we that we played. They were a really good competition for us, and I think that really helped us.
Overall, Boone had a successful meet with a score of 10-1. The girls play in Boone again Thursday, April 23rd. This has been Claire Anderson with Boone TV Sports.
After a decent 4th place finish in Johnston this past weekend, the Toros were ready to face off with the Pella Dud. Pella, one of the most respected programs around the state, they were loaded at the top of their lineup with a bunch of seniors. Boone and Pella went back and forth early. The Dutch ended up defeating the Toros 7-4 Monday night. In Tuesday night's action, the Doors traveled across the state to take on the Sailors of Waterloo Columbus. Fell behind early, 2-1. The only doubles team to win was the number 2 team of Turner and Troe. The meet was very competitive. Waterloo Columbus won 5-4. Danny Anderson won the number 1 singles matchup, and Boone will be back in action Thursday in Grinnell. This has been Bailey Turner from Boone Television.
The girls' soccer team continues to work hard this spring. Joey Brooks has a story on their latest match.
The girls' soccer team competed against Gilbert on Tuesday. Gilbert started off strong with 2 goals in the first 2 minutes. Unable to make a valiant recovery, Boone's defense failed, and 10 minutes later, Gilbert scored another goal, making the score 3-0. A couple minutes later, Boone's defense broke, and Gilbert put another point on the board. With 17 minutes left in the first half, Gilbert was up to 5 points, and Boone was still at 0. Coming back from halftime, Boone picked up their game, but not enough, and Gilbert scored their 6th goal. Boone's defense crumbled, and Gilbert scored 4 more goals with 17 minutes left on the clock. The final score of the game was 10-0. This has been Joey Brooks from Boone TV Sports.
Mr. Cool was cooler than ice in this week's What's Trending.
What's up, fellow Toreadors? I'm Mr. Cool, and this is What's Trending. One word, prom. The juniors are hard at work decorating the gym, and the girls are practicing their hair and makeup. The guys are just hoping to remember that prom is this Saturday. It's going to be a magical night. But the real question is, where is your group eating?
Me and my group are going to eat at Old Main.
209 Main.
We're eating at Old Chicago Ames.
I'm eating at my house.
We're going to 209 Main.
This week, I have a new segment, Mailbag. Viewers have been sending me letters expressing their love for What's Trending, and I would like to share a few with you. Dear Mr. Cool, you don't suck as bad as I thought you would. Sincerely, Brett. Thanks for the kind words, Brett. Dear Joseph Brooks, if I had to choose between you and a root canal, I would choose you. Wait, I mean a root canal. No, definitely you. With love, Mom. I feel the same way about you, Mom. And Buster from Boone says, I love Mr. Cool more than watching a dog get a bath. That is some high praise, Buster. Here are the top 5 things trending in entertainment this week in under 10 seconds. Season 5 of Game of Thrones has begun. Season 1 of Marvel's Daredevil is now on Netflix. The Age of Ultron is almost here. Drake was disgusted by Madonna's lip lock. And Kevin Hart is still not funny. That's it for this week. Check back next week for What's Trending.
Many Fast and Furious fans are thrilled about the latest installment of the series. Our movie review team watched the action-packed crime film, and here are their thoughts.
He's going the distance. He's going for speed.
This week we reviewed Furious 7. What we liked about this movie is that some of the scenes were just over the top ridiculous and it was really enjoyable. Another thing we liked was The Rock, even though he wasn't in the whole movie, but the parts he was in were really enjoyable. And the last thing we liked were the cars were amazing throughout the movie.
There are a few things that we didn't like. We felt that the film was a bit longer than it needed to be, and there are plenty of plot holes in the movie. Another thing that we didn't like is that there were lots of times they had a main character in a dangerous situation, but we knew that they were going to be fine. We also didn't like how many of the scenes didn't make much sense. So Aaron, what did you think of the movie?
I enjoyed it even though it wasn't the smartest movie I've ever seen, so I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10.
I didn't really enjoy most of the movie. I felt like it was way too long. It wasn't entertaining enough, so I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10.
If you want to go see this movie, go see it. It's 2.5 hours of cars and explosions.
Thank you for watching this week's news show. We will be back next Friday with all the latest news, sports, and entertainment at BHS. In the meantime, you can check out all of our videos at BooneTV.com. And now, what everyone's been waiting for, here's Question of the Week.
Question of the Week! Question of the Week!
What are you looking forward to about prom?
Not that.
I'm looking forward to going to prom with my cool date, Aaron Michael.
Getting dressed up. I'm looking forward most about prom is the party bus.
Wearing tux. Dancing. The atmosphere and getting out of class the day before so we can decorate.
Just getting all fancy, having a good time, spending time with friends. And
I'm most looking forward to the dance and then the hypnotist at after prom.
I'll be looking forward to after prom because they have lots of good food there.
I'm looking forward to the hypnotizing thingamajig.
Probably be the after prom because I've heard some stuff about it and it sounds like it'd be pretty cool.
I'm excited to dance.
Hanging out with my main man, Phil.
Question of the Week! Question of the Week!